I'm Nicole King, and this is Marbella Now.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Halfway twisted.
Before I welcome my first guest, I would just like to say a big thank you to Veruca Yebra because she has sent me her latest novel. Very excited to read it. I've heard so many good things about it. So this weekend, this is what I will be doing, and I will let you know what it's all about. And yes, I'm very excited. So a big thank you for sending me this book, Veruca. I feel very honored, and also it's been dedicated, so always very nice. And now, straight to it, my first guest, none other than Lily van Tongeren, one of the most active and interactive volunteers with AAA, which is our Marbella's Animal Rescue Centre. Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
It's been so long.
It's been very long, and I'm really glad to be here again.
Well, welcome, as I say, welcome back. It's nice. I'm sure AAA is over the moon, because I think the day you got back, you ended up with new rescue puppies at home, and from there it's just grown. So what's it like at home at the moment in the animal situation?
At home at the moment there are 7 animals. One is blind and deaf, Goofy. I've had him for a long time. Of course, now we have a new one, which is also a 13-year-old or 14-year-old German Shepherd, who suddenly became paralyzed in his last legs. So I'm trying to get him to walk again, and it's working a little bit.
I mean, after PUD, so you've seen what can be done with
yes.
physiotherapy and care. And
it's always important to double check, no matter what age, to see if there is a second chance. And if there is no second chance, or the animal is suffering too much, then we would have to let him go. But we're giving him a chance, and if it works, it works.
That's what's so nice about AAA, because everybody involved is always looking for the animal's well-being above everything. It's always to make sure the animals are okay. How many animals are at AAA at the moment?
At the moment there's quite a lot of cats, many cats, about over 300 cats at the moment, and anywhere between 250 and 300 dogs. As of today, I'm not quite sure, but anywhere between 250 and 300.
As we're always saying, when this subject comes up, that's a lot of poop. That's an awful lot of poop, a lot of clearing up, a lot of cleaning, a lot of supplies needed. I suppose there is, apart from a call for volunteers, which we'll talk about in a moment, but supplies, in the sense a lot of your expenses go to bleach, mops, buckets, blankets.
All the time, because it wears out quickly. So there's always loads and loads of bleach and mops, as you said, all those type of materials, office materials. It's much better to spend the money on that than on anything else, of course. And then towels, blankets.
Coming up now to the winter months, it's going to be, I imagine, more necessary.
Yes. And sometimes, we are using as much as possible the laundry machines, but because there's laundry every day, because we don't really like to throw everything away when it's filthy, we try to wash it, but we go through a lot of laundry machines. So if anybody ever has a laundry machine that still
even
works,
a washing machine would be willingly accepted.
Or dryers, definitely, because sometimes when the dryer goes, you will come up to AAA and you'll see all the blankets, all the towels hanging everywhere to dry. So yeah, things like that always. And if there's anything like, we are now doing again the second-hand market in Benavis. Barbara goes there every Sunday, so little household items, nice items, decorations, anything that can be sold that is nice, second-hand, that is also very good. We can either
So you have an outlet for all that now, the clothes and all the other things have an outlet.
Clothes is more difficult, but all the other things are very welcome.
Okay, perfect.
People can always contact us and see, and we can pick it up if necessary. So yes, everything is welcome in that way, as long as it is, still usable and good to sell.
And obviously, money. Money is important, and that is a good thing you get when you do your events. They're always fabulous. You have a great eye for where you pick to do the event, and the collaboration is always very heartwarming, I think, to see how the community does rally, and how then we all get to actually see a lot of new places we'd never go to if it wasn't for one of these events. So what's coming up for us?
The first one coming up is the 10th of November, at the Sea Grill in Puente Romano. We will have there a lunch and a fashion show. And of course a raffle, which is always very nice because of beautiful prices always. Then on the 25th, it's not Halloween, it's the Thanksgiving Day, we will have a lunch at a small World Cafe. Then there is, in December that I'm dealing with right now, I'm finishing off the talks tomorrow, but most likely will be the 14th of December, a Christmas dinner at La Sala, Porto Banús. We're working on an event for children in Mundomania in November, November. So there's a few things coming up, and everything will be posted on the website. We do not have the flyers at the moment.
So the website is being updated,
yes,
and
yes.
Also that's a great place to go to see which animals could possibly be suitable for virtual adoption,
yes,
full adoption.
Sponsoring ship for the animals.
Sponsorship.
You
Explain
can see
a bit
which
of those
ones are
options.
sponsored and which one needs sponsoring, which ones are up for adoption, which ones have come in new, because every time we put in the front page the new ones that have come in, cats and dogs. So everything is in the website, also information on volunteering.
That takes a lot of work to keep that website updated.
Yes, it is a lot of work. Sometimes it's a day late, but we try to have it every day updated.
But that's a lot of work, yes. In the sense I don't think a lot of people realize actually what it entails to be able to do a good service. So you're trying to help, and sometimes I think people are very quick to criticize without even realizing how much these volunteers and people are doing to make this happen. Yeah. So there are options of taking the animals and giving them a home. One is just sponsorship, which it gives what? If you sponsor an animal, what does that mean exactly?
The sponsorship for an animal, that means that he will get, if he is specially sponsored, sometimes he will get a little bit of extra. As a matter of fact, Goofy is sponsored with somebody in Germany, and he is in my home, so they sent a care package for him. So he got a package with special food for the senior dogs and some pâté and some nice things and a toy. So that is what people can do also, especially for their sponsored dogs. And then I suppose you send them
photographs and...
We send them photographs. When you sponsor a dog, you get a picture of the dog and a certificate that you're kind of sponsoring this particular dog. You will be updated on the dog. If he gets adopted officially into a forever home, you'll get notified. So yeah, we'll be a little bit more in touch than in general, and if at all possible, people can come and walk the dog on the Saturday, although the dog walking, of course, has changed a lot.
We'll talk about that in a second. Let's go now to the ways of taking an animal with you. So you can sponsor, help them have a better quality of life.
Absolutely.
Then you've got virtual adoption.
It's basically the same thing. Virtual adoption is like sponsoring a dog. We use virtual adoption a lot. However, some people got a little bit mixed up because they thought if he's virtually adopted, people thought he would be adopted forever. And that's why we're trying to change. No, because if you can actually
go to a real home, that has to be in preference over someone just
sponsoring him. That's why we're using the word sponsoring a little bit more. So you virtually adopt the animal, you sponsor that one till he gets adopted.
Okay, so we're sponsoring virtually adopting, you're basically helping its well-being. And then obviously it comes to, I'm taking that animal home, I'm going to give it a home, a forever home. What does it mean, a forever home? What does it entail?
Well, forever home for an animal means that he becomes part, or he or she becomes part of the family. That means that you're prepared to take care of him for approximately 15 years, the whole life of a dog or a cat. A cat can be a little bit older. The dogs generally are around 15 years. So we expect that people take that responsibility and include the dog into their family. That means if they move somewhere where the dog can also come. When they go on holidays, they make sure that if they cannot take the animal, that they will find a good caring home that will look after it.
And that doesn't mean dropping him back off at the door at AAA?
No, absolutely not. It does happen, unfortunately, with older people who have had a dog that is an older dog, and then the older people have to be admitted to a home or something, and they have not taken care of a place for the dog to go. And so we ask people to think about that for later, have somebody to take the dog, a family member or a friend or a neighbor, so that the dog does not have to come to AAA when it's very old.
Exactly, so just be thinking, if you're 60 and your adopted dog is you're going to be 75, and just to kind of give yourself an idea of
Yeah.
where you're going to go, because it can be costly.
It can be
When they
costly.
get older, like
Yes.
with anybody, there's medical bills, things
Yes,
happen.
absolutely. And of course, then, you know, we would love to have, it's always a nice company for some older people when they become alone or widow or widower to have an animal. Then we would always advise them to adopt a bit of an older animal and not go for a puppy, because a puppy is a tremendous amount of work.
And obviously there are insurances that can cover your pet's medical bills as well, so always worth looking into that. Okay, let's
Absolutely.
go now to walking the dogs, because obviously times of COVID changed everything, and I imagine now coming out of that situation there's going to be new formats in place.
Yes, the first thing is that officially we're still not open to the public, so people cannot just come in and walk in. Everything is done by appointment. There is an email address for voluntarios at AAAMarbella.org, and people will have to send an email if they want to come and volunteer, if they want to walk the dog on Saturdays. We're still doing the dog walks on Saturday, but in a much smaller group, of course. So people will have to let us know by email, like then and then I would
And
like
then
to
wait
come.
to be replied to.
Yes, unfortunately it's not as open as it used to be, but that's the way it is. And that's the same for adoption. We advise everybody to choose a dog or several dogs from the website. So write a letter to the adoption department and specify what dogs they would be interested in, and then the department will get in touch and see to match the right dog, and then make an appointment to come and meet the dog.
Wonderful.
And that's how it goes.
To finish, I know that you want to make a shout out to people who are directly involved with AAA, because there's a annual general
Yeah.
meeting coming up, because we can't believe that time's already flown by. But before we finish,
Yeah, we have an yearly annual meeting coming up, and I would ask everybody who is a member of AAA and has been a member for a year or more to attend. A lot of changes are necessary and will be happening. And it's very necessary for the members who want to be involved to know what's happening. We might be choosing a different board, and lots of changes are necessary to help. Because of all those things that have happened, we have to have a fresh look, fresh people, fresh choices to make for AAA. And I really
Wonderful.
urge all the members to come to the annual meeting, or at least when you receive the email, the invitation, there will be a proxy available. So please send a proxy if you cannot attend.
wonderful. And there you have it. Didn't she do well? Big thank you, Lily van Tongeren, a volunteer, very, very active and interactive volunteer with our Marbella Animal Rescue Centre. We're going to a quick break, but don't go away, because we'll be back in just a moment.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a zerohero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Everyone that comes and wants to join our Zero Hero Association, they will have free non-alcoholic drinks at our venue at any time.
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
GY is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
How cool is that? GY. Joining me now is a lovely young lady. Her name is Diana Titova. I've never met her before, but she's come through an introduction from our lovely Charo van Hulst, who was before working with the Butterfly Children charity. She's now doing other things with Third Home and learning more things and expanding, I suppose, her circles. And through that circle comes Diana. Lovely to meet you. Welcome to Marbella Now.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
It's my absolute pleasure. As I say, Charo sent me your details, and just now, talking off air, you were saying that actually you met through Charo, through another friend.
Yes.
I love that about Marbella,
yes.
because it's networking at its finest.
Exactly. You have just mentioned the Third Home, and I know Ivo Argen. So I came to meet my friend Ivo, because actually he bought some of my art, and I needed to take photos of that art. And there in the office I met Charo. He introduced me. He had some ideas, maybe connections with Chari can help me, and so now I'm here.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Because my hashtag is #BetterTogether, because I really do believe that if we all, when it fits, if you just introduce the right people to meet the people that they should be with. So
yes, for one you meet another one and something happens.
Yeah, I think also
Miracle.
you find the people that you gel with, that you have the same vibe with, and you want to help when people are there. So you're from Russia,
Yes.
I gather?
I'm Russian.
Russian.
This is how they say. The people would say, "Are you Russian, or you're Russian?" Something else. So
And what would
I'm
be the
Russian,
something else that would be?
Ukrainian, Belarusian, Estonian, everyone who would speak Russian, but they are not born in Russia.
Because my grandmother was from Belarus, so she would be a Belarusian Russian.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, interesting. It's nice to know.
And I'm from far east of Russia, like very far away, not Moscow.
So like by the mountains and...
So if you imagine Russia and you imagine with China, so I'm right on the border between Russia and China. There is a big river called Amur. And, well, I'm from a very little tiny town on the border.
And what brings you all the way here? That's a very big change.
It was all love stories. 2 love stories that brought me first to New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand for 3 years. And then from New Zealand, if you take a globe and you see where is New Zealand and where is Spain, I did half of the planet.
It was like you want to get away as far away as humanly possible, basically.
But actually New Zealand is closer to my hometown than Marbella, much closer.
And how long have you been here?
Marbella, 10 years in Spain, 9 out of these 10 Marbella. So I started in Alicante, 1 year in Alicante, and then the rest here.
And you've been living off your art? Is that possible? I know you sold to
really.
Third Home, so you're beginning.
Not really. I'm beginning. I studied art. I did other sort of job. I studied then yoga. I was teaching yoga. This is actually how I started to paint mandalas. Then some time ago, I decided to go seriously into art, and luckily to start to live out of this.
And you're starting off well, as you started on the interview saying that Third Home had bought some of your artwork for them. So how does it feel when you sell your first artwork, when someone says, I want that? I imagine
well,
in one way it's nice. No, but I'm saying,
before.
but when you did, I imagine when you did sell your first piece of artwork, that on the one side it must feel very nice that someone wants to buy it, but isn't it hard to let it go?
It depends on the work. Some of them harder to let it go. Some of them you like it. You like all your babies, but some of them are easy to let go. And if you put something very personal, then it's more difficult to let go.
I suppose nowadays you can always do like prints and limited prints and things.
Actually, this is why I had to take photos from Ivo's paintings, because even when I sell my in art a physical piece, the person who bought it owns only the physical piece, but all the rights on the image is always with the artist. So I can make quality prints or scans, and then I can also earn with prints.
Fabulous. I have to be in contact with Nina Nolte because she's making even wallpaper and things out of people's artwork. She's got a great stuff going down with her things. So it's always nice, again, connecting with different people who can help you get into the world. So what is your goal? What is your dream? What is when it happens, what is it that you want to happen? Where do you see yourself?
In terms of art, well known, selling worldwide. See my arts in a good collection, good collections, yes, all around the world.
At the moment, where can we see your artwork? Can we see it online? Are you exhibiting anywhere?
At the moment, I'm exhibiting only online, online expositions, online also my Instagram or Pinterest, or I'm selling with online platforms like Saatchi and Artfinder.
So it's nice. You're getting yourself quite a little market.
Yes, I think I started not long ago to take it seriously, and I think I did already good progress. I'm quite satisfied with myself.
Well, I'm really excited for you, and perhaps I can invite you to join our Marbella Love Mugs incentive, something I'm doing with Nina Nolte, because she's just such a great artist, and she's got a great gallery in the Poligono of San Pedro, which is nice because she actually has a space. And we're taking artworks of different local artists, and we're putting a limited edition on a mug, and we're putting part of the money for the artist and part of the money for charity. So
I think my mandals would look good on a mug.
I think they would too. Okay, so we have another Love Mug artist involved. Diana, I'm really delighted to meet you. I know the more that I get to know you, the more things we'll be able to share to our viewers about what you're doing. And I'm very looking forward to introducing you to Nina, not just for the mugs now, but as I say, I think there's a lot of things that can hashtag better together.
Better together.
Better together. Diana, lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away, because I will be back in a moment just after this with something that I think you will all find of interest, if not necessarily for yourselves. In these times, I think probably for someone that you know or someone that you know knows. Intriguing? Don't go away.
Sometimes it's nice to just get lost in the moment without a care in the world.
However, if something does come up and you find you're actually lost, it's also nice to know that you can call Linear Director to come and find you. Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 to see how they can better your life too.
Zero, welcome here at the Gaucho de Barú.
Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you on your way. No time to hesitate.
Welcome to Lemongrass, Doña Lola. Thank you very much.
Tearing us apart. Poison arrows shoot straight to your heart. We can change it.
Zerohero, welcome to Portofino, Cabo Pino.
Worth your time.
Hi guys, Kazatua is proud to welcome the Zero Heroes. So come on in and enjoy free soft drinks for anyone who is the designated driver. Thank you, Nicole.
We are
I'm about to show you in a few minutes a video that we made this past Monday at Rio Padron Recording Studios with Elendil Diez near Estepona. It's actually opposite where Laguna Village used to be. So the week before that, on Monday previous, I was sitting in bed thinking of our United Nationalities of Marbella summit this year and how we feel it necessary between the local schools and universities and families to address the issue of child depression, because unfortunately the suicide rates even before COVID spiraled out of control, with between 10 and 24-year-olds taking their own lives or wanting to take their own lives and trying to take their own lives. So I think this is something that has become a worldwide pandemic, and again something that we can address if we address it. People often say they're okay or they're fine, and really they're not okay and they're not fine. And even if you're surrounded with friends and family, it doesn't necessarily mean that you feel you can talk to them. Sometimes you have to put on a brave face, or you're the head of the family, and you can't show that you're weak. They're making a million reasons, which is why, as our charity for this year, we've decided to support La Barandilla. Now, La Barandilla is like a railing, and a railing is a support to stop you from falling. I'm getting goosebumps. But this is the idea of the association. It's been going for years. It's supported by Agárrate a la Vida, Hold On to Life, which is an association founded by the Rotary E-Commerce Club, and they're raising funds and awareness for this matter. We've just gone through mental Health Awareness Day and all the things related to that. And I think it's just very appropriate that we address it. So our intention is to help raise funds to get La Barandilla into a 24-hour day, 365-day service on the phone, which means a lot of overtime, a lot of shifts to do all that. And we'd also like to make it international. That is a big project. Some 100,000 euros will be necessary just for 1 year. But we're going to do our best to help them get their goals and at the same time compile information on local psychiatrists, psychologists who speak other languages who are also there to help you. Because when you feel there's no one to speak to, and funny, we're going to be talking with our next guest about dark and light, the hours just before dawn are probably the darkest hours, physically the darkest, and those when people feel most lost. So it's important that there's always someone to speak to and we know who to call. So the number for Spanish is 91385-385, not yet for English, but we're starting. So the video is a bunch of local talent who got together with me on Monday, as I started saying at Rio Padrón, to record Lean on Me, because sometimes you're not feeling strong and you might need to speak to somebody else. And we also recorded Blondie saying, call me, with everyone singing. So that's a project we will launch on the 18th of November at this year's 6th Annual United Nationalities of Marbella Summit. There are bank details on the screen, which is an account that the association has created just for us here in Marbella, the United Nationalities of Marbella, La Barandilla, so that when every dime, euro that you give will be clearly shown how it's put to use, and it will be put to use as the community sees fit. So I'm going to show you the video. I think it's very cute what everybody did. I can't thank them all enough for getting together to help. It was an absolute blast. We had a lot of fun, and hopefully we're going to actually achieve things for a good cause. Y rápidamente os explico que mucha gente tiene depresión, se siente solos, y aunque estamos rodeados de familiares y amigos, no necesariamente nos sentimos cómodos hablar con ellos. Y por eso este año, como la benéfica elegida para mi reunión de las Nacionalidades Unidas de Marbella, hemos elegido apoyar a La Barandilla, que es una asociación para prevención al suicidio. Tiene una línea de teléfono 91-385-385, pero aún no es 24 horas al día ni 365 días al año, y ese es el objetivo. Añadir además, si podemos, profesionales para ayudar a las personas que quizás viven entre nosotros pero que no hablan español. Cualquier persona que se siente solo, por favor, hable con alguien. Siempre hay una mañana si nos juntamos y nos apoyamos. Así que nada, muchas gracias por vuestro tiempo. And thank you all for your time. No one should ever feel alone, so please do find someone to talk to if you're feeling a little bit lost. Let's take it away with the video that we've prepared, el video que hemos preparado entre los cantantes locales de Marbella para promocionar esta campaña, para quitar el tabú de hablar de que no me siente bien. No tenemos que estar siempre bien, a veces no está bien, y a veces hace falta hablarlo con alguien. So when you're not feeling good, you can listen to this song too, always someone to lean on. Thank you.
Call me, oh yeah, call me. Come call me, yeah, call me, call me, call me, come on, call me, call me, made a friend, call me, if you made a friend.
Alright guys, so I'm the designated driver tonight, so I'm going to choose the Zero Hero place. So all of my soft drinks are for free. And if you want to go somewhere else, just check out the Facebook, Instagram or the zerohero.es website for any of the bars, discotheques or restaurants on there. I'm happy to go anywhere you want to go, as long as it's Zero Hero.
Yes, I mean, do you think that McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner? That's
Clara
okay.
are proud to present Zero to Hero. Never drink and drive.
Judy and John are getting along famously. They have so much in common. Which now includes both being too tipsy to drive home.
Oh, John, you can't drive home like that. Neither can I.
John looks worried, but not our Judy. She simply calls Linear Director for a free taxi and a tow truck to take her and her car home. Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 to see how they can better your life too.
Joining me now for the first time as a professional actress is the lovely Estefanía Villaespera. Welcome to the program. I'm
Thank
so
you.
delighted to have you here. When I first met Estefanía, she was working at the Hard Rock Cafe. Very appropriate, marketing, you know, getting the place going, giving it the vibe. But obviously, you've always felt you were. I mean, what is this? Where did this acting come from? I'm so impressed with you, by the way.
Thank you, Nicole. It's a pleasure to be here with you. I have a passion for acting ever since I was in high school, and I prepare some kind of amateur stuff. I luckily went to university. Well, I went to university for marketing, and I get my job, career running for a long time. But then back in 2013, I decided that I wasn't happy, so I made a change. I went to drama school. I made myself prepare for this, and luckily I did get my first Best Actress Award.
I mean, amazing. How did you even come to hear about the film and get involved with it?
Well, I get to know a lot of people through my Marbella Film Academy, which is a cultural association pushing the film industry in Marbella and worldwide. So I do have a lot of contacts, but most likely it's because I'm preparing myself all the time. So
it's your vision, it's your image, it's your everything. Okay, we're going to take a quick break here because, as Estefanía said, she won Best Actress Award at the Marbella International Film Festival, part of a movie called Dark Light by Damien Chapa. So before we talk about it more, let's just take a quick look at the trailer.
Hey, what are you doing out here, kid? Where's your mother?
I don't have a mother.
Well, where's your father at?
He's up the hill.
Well, you should get home to your father. You should be out here alone.
I always do what my father says.
They say you're the best Interpol agent for the job, especially with your occult background. There have been 2 murders in 5 weeks, similar hocus pocus signs on the crime scene. We've got some crazy Spanish lady at the Wexford Psych unit saying she did the crimes. Impossible. She's been locked up for 2 months in the loony bin.
Asian gender? Fellow American? What the hell are you doing in this haunted Irish nut house?
That's a real nice concert.
Not really, they play the same thing every Friday. They're twins.
But they're too young to be. What the hell did they do?
They baked their mother.
Jenny has at least 8 personalities.
And him away! Will you never learn? Helicopter King. I saw that little boy. I saw his hair was blonde from behind, but I couldn't see his face. They're gonna die, these people, Father. They're gonna die! The breeze of the power of the earth!
We have to get rid of this devil. You have to do this, Pietro.
Her cortis is her issues. This poor woman needs rest.
I saw a tattoo underneath your right sleeve. I'd like to see it again.
God's soldier. His hammers.
I'm no soldier. I'm a murderer. You will be avenged. You will be. You killed our high priest.
I will call my father. Go now, I'm recording you.
Who are you?
Look towards the heavens.
Agent Pietro?
My wrist is on fire.
Stigmata.
Shoot him. Shoot the bastard.
But sir.
Shoot him.
Blessed be, you're chosen to be the mother of darkness.
No, I want Logan. Where is Logan?
Logan got
Logan, he's the only one who didn't kiss me. No! No!
Father has instructed me to unlock your door like I did Peter's in the old times.
We have to save Jeannie. We have to get her out of here. You have to help me.
That is not Father's instructions. The mystery will be revealed, but you are to run through the door and go right and leave now. Do not stop and do not get Jeannie out. It is not the plan.
Run! They're gonna kill you! Run!
Mom, Pietro's doing a run.
Sonny, don't look back! Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Watch out for the shark!
Do you think this is actually witchcraft? I mean, I know that you've been brought here to find out, but Agent Pietro, Satanic Panic went away in the 90s.
Oh yeah? Well, it's back.
Well, what did you think of that? I have to say, the first time, Estefanía, at the Marbella International Film Festival, where I gave the award for the best actor, which was really an honour as well, to see the trailer, I know you from the Hard Rock, we've talked, we've met, we've had a drink together. I was so taken in with your performance. It was terrifying, it was horrific. That's a strange theme, one I like. I mean, we like those kind of movies that we love to hate kind of things, scary. Yeah. I mean, a very challenging role. We were really into it.
Yeah,
we were really into it.
It was a big challenge, to be honest, but this is what the best thing of it, because it is a person with a mental issue, which has about 8 personalities, and each one of them has a complete different setup. So one speaks English, and it's a little kid, it's called Sunshine. Then the other one is speaking French, and it's more like seduction. So it's all about Latin. It's different colors to it, and really it's a big challenge.
So you played like 8 different roles at the same time?
Within one, yeah. But this is actually to explain the fact that when there is a trauma in a person, then the brain, to be able to cope with life, just kind of splits in 2, and then if you have more traumas added into, then you have to split to manage, to go to deal with your daily basis. So that's actually what happened with this persona, with this character, which I love to play, Jeannie.
Jeannie, I mean, the movie is, as I say, the whole concept of it, the essence behind it, but it's a very dark place. We haven't seen the end. Is there light at the end of that very dark,
Well, you have to watch it.
How can we watch it? Can we watch it on, what's the...
Well, it's on negotiations right now for distribution. Hopefully it will be on Netflix soon, but I can't tell you now because it's an American production, so Damien Chapa is dealing with that. And hopefully we have also a presentation in LA soon, so I will definitely keep you posted.
How exciting is that? Making the movie... For example, let's think, did you really have to have a snake coming out of your mouth, or did you have to do that?
Yeah, it was literally happening, coming through. It's nothing like post-production. I did stick that into it. So if you look at the poster, you see my face, which is like a really strong expression. It's because I kind of got to you know.
That was obviously a lot of preparation. Did you see other movies of that genre to get yourself prepared?
Yes.
Because I imagine it takes a lot of homework to get to see how you're going to interpret not just the role, but the roles. Each 8 of them had a different twist. Each one was different.
I was very lucky to have Damien Chapa advising me on which movies I should watch in order to perform the genie black horse character or this French one. I also asked some French friends in order to help me pronounce properly because I don't speak French. And I did get my research on Latin. So it was a lot of preparation, like you're saying, really. It was easier for me to play Spanish or English, but it was beautiful.
A lot of people went into the making of the film. I was looking at all the credits.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you got Frankie Lancaster in there, and they'd say Damien Chapa. A lot of Chapa family seemed to be in there as well. Was it Luke the cameraman, which is it was a nice setup. What was it like in recording? How long did it take to put that together?
Well, the shooting was actually very good. I was impressed because shooting with Damien makes things happen when you don't imagine it can happen, because it's a lot of stuff to set up people and everything, and he just manages, because he's not only shooting, directing, it's also producing and acting at the same time. And when I thought, okay, maybe for one day we have scheduled to have 4 scenes shooted, which it's quite a lot, and maybe we start with all the preparation and makeup and everything, we maybe start shooting by 2 p.m. And I was thinking, we're not going to make it. We do. We actually do. It was so quick like this, and we get also support on the backstage from the script. So when we get lost, we can come back quickly to it. So it was amazing.
Very well organized.
Yeah, everything is working towards the same goal.
Damien wrote the movie.
Yes.
He's directing the movie.
He knew
he's
by heart.
in the movie. He's an actor himself. Anyway, so I think he had such a clear vision, it would seem, of what he wanted. It was quite lucky for him to have such good professionals involved.
Very helpful for the shooting. It just gives you the exact guide that you need, and then if you trust that, then you go with it.
It's lovely to see how you grew with the Marbella International Film Festival, because it was like 3 or 4 years ago, at least, that you were getting involved, you were helping out Mac, and nice to see that you've taken it and helped him take it further, because obviously it's a superb initiative. One that we need to get more involved with as a community, but the more we speak, the more we see, the more that will happen.
Well, I started joining 5 years ago and helping because I thought it was such a shame that the Spanish people from Marbella will not know anything about it, or even foreigners, like local people don't really get to know much, and the rooms of the theater are actually empty when you having such a great pieces of art being exposed.
Exactly.
And I think it's a great time to celebrate and to join for the 7th art. So for me, as an actress and producer, I thought, okay, we need to help Mark, because he's bringing this big
and it's good
initiative.
for Marbella.
It is so good.
Exactly. I mean, we could be on the same line as Cannes and all the rest of them. Why not?
That's what we need. That's what we have.
Exactly.
So I try to approach like the workshops basically to Spanish speakers. So I'm translating. I'm hosting the people after the theater to go take some tapas somewhere else. So try to just make it more.
Well, next year, a lot more we have to be involved, and we can start now. Because I always say to Mac, it's no good starting when you're here. We have to keep going all through the year to make sure people are aware and that they can all then be involved.
And I get to meet people that are actually making movies here or somewhere else, but really it's a big network. Through Marbella Film Academy, I actually get to know a lot of directors and writers and producers that are interested to find talent here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We have to leave it there, but I will definitely please come back again, because I'd like to talk specifically about that aspect, that we can help people can get involved with the Marbella International Film Festival. We can support you during the year so that when it comes up this time again next year.
And I need to talk about the movies I'm making now.
Okay, quickly, give us what movies you're doing now. I was going to say that before.
So I am now preparing my role for this acting as a police in Can't Breathe, which is a movie that is being written and directed by Godfrey Williams, and also working on Double Bluff, which is a comedy prepared written by Brendan Bishop, and it's going to be directed by Sasha Bennett. Also, the last one is a co-production with Paraguay, which is Conexión Marbella, and it will be shot here next year as well. So it's a lot
it's
going
really
on.
happening. Did this come as of the Best Actress Award, or is this already in the pipeline?
Some of them were already there, but also the festival has helped pushing my career. So I definitely tell people, they need to come and join and make it big.
And that is how you do it. You have a dream, you work towards that dream, you dedicate yourself to it. Obviously, as Estefanía, she put herself in those roles, and now it's all just rolling. I am so happy for you, so proud for you. We have a movie star in our midst. Don't go away, because I will be back in just a few minutes with Dr. Trigo with some very, very interesting information.
Everyone that comes and wants to join our Zero Hero Association, they will have free non-alcoholic drinks at our venue at any time.
Out of bounds, Zero Hero partners.
Here we are, sticker going on. Delighted to welcome everybody and to be part of the Zero Hero campaign. Delighted.
Welcome to Sister Taperia. Perfecto.
And to finish off the programme, Lily van Tongeren is joining us for just another moment to remind the ways we can help with AAA Animal Rescue Centre. Take it away, Lily. What can we do? How can we help?
Well, the most important thing, of course, is finances. So therefore, we have different ways. You can just make a one-time donation at any time. You can become friends of AAA, which is slightly different than members. We've been looking for members for many, many years, and members give all their private information, etc., and they then have a voice at the annual general meeting, so they can help vote for whatever needs to be voted on. The easiest way, of course, is just to become friends of AAA, which to me sounds much more friendlier anyway. Just have a monthly donation of a minimum of €5, and that, of course, can run as long as you like or as short as you like, preferably long. And it's only €5. I mean, it's less than 2 cups of coffee a month. And it will help us tremendously. It's a sustainability program, so that we know monthly what is coming in, what we can count on. But of course, all donations are welcome. Of course, there's also a way, and maybe it's not nice to talk about, but you can leave it in your will. You know, there's a lot of people now these days that have nobody else or nothing else, or will also like to leave something to a charity once they pass away. Of course, AAA can be done for that as well. Somebody will come and talk to you privately about that, of course. But all the information is on the website. Through the website, you can make any kind of donation you want. You can become a member, or you can become a friend of AAA.
Absolutely fabulous. And of course, you can organise a birthday party or an event anywhere you like, on the beach, in the mountains. You can do a hike, a walk, a horse ride, anything you like to create awareness amongst your circle of friends and to help get funds in for AAA or any other charity that takes your fancy. At the end of the day, hashtag Better Together. What goes around comes around, and we are a beautiful city with 147 nationalities, many charities, and many very generous community members like Lily. Thank you so much, Lily, for everything you do for us, keeping the poop off our streets and maintaining that 5-star luxury that we've all come to love and expect. That's it for today's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can watch recordings of this program from the Radio Televisión Marbella website, rtv-marbella.tv/television/Marbella-Now. You can also just go to my website, nicoleking.es, and link into the TV program, our Zero Hero website, with full listings of venues offering free drinks for the designated driver, and of course, my column at Marbella Moments in the Euro Weekly News. That's it for today. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. And I'll see you soon. Muchísimas gracias, como siempre, por acompañarnos. Hasta mañana.
No time to hesitate. We are all the same. So much trouble tearing us apart. Poison.